Finding accessories for your smartphone can be a bit of an art, one seeking the balance of form and function. Some of my favorite accessories are the ones that try and actually succeed at being multiple things at once. PowerVision, a company known for a myriad of tech and drone-related products, is trying their hand at smartphone accessorizing by combining a gimbal, a power bank, a wireless charger, and a tripod, all in one impressively sleek system of products. This could be the perfect companion for your smartphones. This is Pocketnow and I'm Joshua Vergara. What's going on, everybody? This is the PowerVision S1. PowerVision, who is also sponsoring this video, sent their S1 with a number of different ways to mount the smartphones to its system. So before we get to the main event, let's talk about some of the supporting cast. The system anchors, quite literally, on powerful magnets that are found in their different mounting solutions. There are quite a few of them. There is a clamp mount, and then there's a stick-on version of their kickstand and magnet combo that you would find in their specific cases. And both of these will adapt to any smartphone so that you can mount it onto the S1. The actual mounts include a car mount that you can stick on your dash, and then a couple of simple magnets that you can stick pretty much anywhere. In all of these cases, the magnets are really strong, and that includes the magnet on the actual S1 product itself that we're going to go ahead and unbox. I'm actually having trouble getting the magnet off of this now. The power bank and folded down gimbal come with the aforementioned car mount and a USB-C to C charging cable. Now I've already mentioned that this is a power bank, so that little cable will come in handy in this USB-C port for charging both in and out. You can connect this to your smartphone to top it up in a pinch. But the side of the power bank is also 10-watt wireless charging capable, adding some convenience for smartphones and other products that will support it. The S1 pairs really nicely with the custom-made cases that they sent for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's a quirky case that requires a little bit of work. This metallic kickstand actually comes out so you can view your phone in vertical or landscape orientations, but then it can actually slide down, taking the magnet that would normally be here with it. The kickstand then rotates around and you can fold it back into the case. Now the original position, meaning the magnet is higher up on the case, is used for mounting to the S1 stabilizer. The other orientation, where the magnet is slid down and no longer covers the wireless charging area of the iPhone, makes the phone snap onto the wireless charging side of the bank. But alright, that's enough dilly-dallying, let's get to the main event. We have explored this product as a power bank, as a charging solution, but then you can open this flap here on the back, perform a little bit of PowerVision's operational gymnastics, and then you get a full-fledged gimbal system. As you probably expect, the magnet at the top holds the phone very securely. Now the controls on the side include a 5-way joystick, the record button, and then the power button that you hold for a few seconds to turn on the entire setup. Ultimately, you do get a nice grip on the battery while the stabilization keeps the phone level. But there are a couple of extra hidden features. Small legs on the bottom can be popped out to reveal the S1's ability to stand on its own. Now this is a nice feature to have in situations when you have to quickly put the whole setup down, but I actually prefer the other method of standing this whole system up, via the 1/4-20 tripod mount. PowerVision also provided a set of extendable tripod legs that you'll see me use throughout this video. And it's also a really good extra option for actually holding everything and using it while you're filming. Now once it's all set up, the S1 connects to the app on either Android or iOS via Bluetooth. The app is actually quite nice. In my case, on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it accesses all of the lenses and features like full 4K recording. Extra modes include time lapses, which include motion time lapse, slow motion, video and photo, and panorama shooting. All of the extra modes use the gimbal to achieve the results, like predetermined points for the motion time lapse and specific sections of the scene for the panorama. I also really enjoy the integration of the physical controls. The joystick can control the pan and the tilt, pressing it 2 times resets the stabilizer, pressing it 3 times changes which cameras you're using, front or back, and then you have the power button, which you can press twice to change the phone orientation, horizontal to vertical and back. Okay, so we've gotten through the majority of the technical details, so let's go ahead, put this all together like it is right now, and actually film some smooth footage. Now, keep an eye on the corner for any specific shooting settings, and I'll chime in some more later with more perspectives. So, of course, I had to come out to one of my favorite spots to test out the stabilization of this gimbal. Now, the first thing that I will say now that we're here at the LA Arboretum is, in my little bag here, very easy to just throw the battery / gimbal in here, because of course we're going to unfold this thing and make it into the gimbal that it means to be. Now the S1 from magnet to motor is quite sturdy and really steady, as you can see from the footage. There is a little bit of that bobbing up and down that you get from stabilization systems, but that's very normal. Overall, it's a very steady system. Now, one thing to note is that the tilt axis doesn't go too far. When you're filming, it's definitely best to be as straight on as possible, so as to not overwhelm the motor with phones like this heavy iPhone 12 Pro Max. One thing that I'll really applaud here is the integration. PowerVision did a really good job of supporting everything that the iPhone can offer with its cameras, but with its own camera interface. And on top of all of that, you also get the controls on the stabilizer itself, which allows for easy control of the camera app. I can zoom in and out really easily, and then of course there's the 5-way joystick, so I can change up the position of the camera. And then of course, that record button, easy to just get going, but there are other ways of hitting record on this that I'll get to in a second. And of course, we can go into the vertical mode. So for those of you out there who do vertical video like on IG Stories, IG Reels, anything like that, you can easily access a vertical mode. It will just rotate on its own by hitting the power button twice. And I'm also using the tripod, little tripod legs that go into the 1/4-20 mount on the bottom of the stabilizer and battery. That way you can get a little bit better of a grip, and also it's a way to stand up the phone when you want to get some of these recordings done. But again, it is a strong setup, which allows to have a couple of different grips. You can go sideways for an easy sliding shot, or even go upside down, at which point the motor will flip over and it's still holding the phone very securely. It's in this orientation that you can extend the tripod legs as a handle, and it helps get the phone in places where the perspective can be dramatically different. It's yet another reason why the 1/4-20 mount on the bottom is so useful with the included tripod legs. Now, there is one feature that I saved for last, and it's somehow the same amount of fun and convenient. The tracking feature of the S1 Vision app can lock onto a point that you define by drawing a box. But one thing that you might want to track is faces, and that automatically happens when you turn on the tracking, and it can detect faces in the scene. But what happens when PowerVision couples that with an added layer of convenience? So I told you earlier that there are other ways to trigger recording, and it's through gestures. You just saw in this clip that I use an L shape with my hand to trigger a 3-second timer, which then hit the recording. So these gestures are really good because you could just stand up the camera, put it down on the ground or on a table, and you'll just use your gestures in order to control the camera, start recording, stop recording, all of that. And then there's the tracking, which is the most fun part because the tracking on this system is impressively good. All I have to do is show my full palm and it will activate the tracking, detect my face, and lock onto it, like so. Super easy. I do hit the limits of the tilt and also of the rotation at some point. So if I go all the way this way, and there we hit the limit, you can see I'm moving close to the limits on the side of the frame. But if I come back around, it'll be able to follow me even if I walk at a nice leisurely pace. Easy way for me to just show my surroundings, like the bamboo over there, and be able to do walk and talks like this without having to even touch the entire system or even reach over to hit that record button. As a matter of fact, once I make it to the end of this clip, I could just show the L with my hand and it'll be able to stop on its own like this. And I'm even using the rear cameras right now. This is the wide angle camera, and the tracking works perfectly fine for that as well. So if you want to get a real interesting stabilized shot of me talking right now, I'll just show my palm and now it'll follow me wherever I go. For those of you who like doing more traditional vlogging with a wide angle or anything like that, this is kind of a godsend because you don't have to worry about being outside of the frame. Just hit that wide angle, start the tracking, and you'll be able to just go around, resting assured that the stabilization at the stabilizer will just keep you in the middle. Now the big battery in here is not just to top up your smartphone or other accessories, it actually provides this whole set of 15 hours of operational use. So put all of these elements together, the gestures, the reliable tracking, the extendable tripod even, and you have a great set of on-the-go creative tools that do make the S1 a perfect companion for a good set of smartphone cameras. Standing everything up is easy enough, hands-off control via the gestures is effective, and then you don't have to guess where you are in the shot because the camera will follow you anyway. Imagine the possibilities for creative video on places like TikTok. Now imagine all of the TikTok videos you could make just by walking around, talking about the thing you want to make, like in my case, I'm going to make some tea right now. and it'll be able to follow you no matter where you go in the immediate vicinity. I'm obviously here in my kitchen, so I'm going to go ahead and throw some tea leaves in here. And now the water is up to temperature, so let's go ahead and grab that. Go all the way over to the water kettle. See how it follows me the entire time. There's the camera. And we'll just go ahead and finish off the rest of the video. And all of this can be used in your streaming services as well. The stabilization and the tracking can be done using a feature called Power Follow. It's actually pretty ingenious. Power Follow will use the operating system's built-in video broadcasting software, video recording software, so that it can still look at what the cameras are seeing even if you're in a different app. Based on what it sees, it will be able to provide its software enhancements. So you can put the phone on the S1, turn on Power Follow, and then go over to any of the other applications you want to use while still being able to use the tracking from the original S1 software. This could be very useful for like streaming services if you're doing video calls or anything of the sort. In the end, I'm seriously impressed with what PowerVision has put together here. It's a really unassuming package until you unfold everything and realize that this is a powerful creative tool. It can be easy to just get any smartphone stabilizer and get some smooth footage, but the attention to detail and the extra thought put into the features here makes the S1 a serious kind of Swiss Army knife of smartphone accessories. I mean, putting all of these features into one product is one thing, but the fact that each feature is useful and effective is what makes the S1 quite compelling. The PowerVision S1 is officially launched, and if you want to check it out for yourself, get into the links in the comment sections down below. Let me know what you think of this really nifty gadget, these accessories all put into one product in the comment sections down below, and drop some likes on this video. From there though, you can find even more content here on the Pocketnow YouTube channel where videos are coming out pretty much every single day. With all that said, I'm going to go ahead and call it on this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we will see you in our next video.